guys, and welcome back again today for another reaction video. Today we're going to be listening to, watching, and reacting to Bryan Adams. And Bryan Adams is Canadian. I, of course, am also Canadian. But that's not why I love Bryan Adams, you guys. I love Bryan Adams because Bryan Adams. His voice, his beautiful, beautiful, raspy, husky voice that I always mention in my videos. I'm going to tell you a secret. Bryan Adams is the reason why I have fell in love with that style of males, essentially male vocalists, but I also love female vocalists that have that sound too. It's just that it's less common to hear in a female vocalist. Bryan Adams is the reason I fell in love with this style of vocals because the very first time I heard him, I just absolutely fell in love. And then every time I hear a voice that has that rasp and that the huskiness that Bryan Adams has, I just completely fall in love with it because I don't know, it's just a thing. It's one of my things that I love. So anyway, I do know this song. Full disclaimer, I do know this song. I know this song off by heart. So, but I've never seen this performance. I've never seen the unplugged. I don't think I've ever seen any live performance of this song. So, it's not a first time hearing the song reaction, you guys. It's not that at all. But it doesn't always have to be that on the channel, right? It can be us just enjoying music together sometimes, like I know other people do that on their channels periodically, but anyways, I don't see anything wrong with doing that once in a while or introducing you guys, if you're interested, to something that I really like, right? So anyway, but Bryan Adams is pretty much worldwide. He's not one of those Canadian artists that strictly stayed popular just in Canada. He's pretty much well known around the world, right? So anyway, let's jump right into this, you guys. And as usual, I hope you enjoy it. That voice, eh? Come on.
There was only you and me. We were young and wild and free.
It's quite a bit different than I'm used to.
Now nothing can take you away from me. We've been down that road before, but that's over now. You keep me coming back for more, and baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven.
So, a couple things, you guys. First of all, when you're so used to one version of a song, when you're hearing a different version, it almost sounds like a new song. This sounds the same, but it is different because it's acoustic, it's just acoustic, and where I'm used to hearing the music come in, that's not happening. So this has the song itself is very, very tender. It's a beautiful, beautiful love song, and the lyrics are tender, but with the absence of the music coming in the background, it's coming across as even more so, more tender, more romantic somehow. And I don't know, like I said, they can change the song. You might think you know a song really well, and then you hear it done differently by the same artist, and you go, wow, okay, it's almost like hearing it for the first time. So, and that's sort of the vibe that this is giving it. So, he's such a talented singer. To be able to stand there, you guys, and to sound like this, because if you know the recorded version, you know it off by heart like I do. This is damn near the same. It is damn near identical, except for the music. And anyways, Bryan Adams. Mwah. I'm just going to drag it back a couple seconds, and we're going to pick it right back up.
And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. turn your world around, bring you up when you're feeling down. Now nothing can change what you mean to me. Oh, there's lots that I could say, but just hold me now, 'cause our love will light the way. And baby, you're all that I want.
There it is.
When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need. And
Sorry, guys, but I have to stop and pause it when I have something pop in my brain. Otherwise, I will forget what I was going to say, right? But I love how he brought the music in later in the song for this rendition of it. I don't know. I mean, come on. These lyrics, you guys, whenever you hear heaven referred to as like an analogy in music or, like anything, it is like top tier. It's the peak. It's the best. It's out of body experience or whatever you want to call it. It's just the top. It's like you can't get any better than this. So when you hear this song and all of the lyrics put together, but like it's the embodiment of the perfect love, the perfect relationship, the perfect, I could not feel any happier because I'm in heaven. We're in heaven, right? So, I mean, it's sort of like master songwriting, I would call it. And I don't know who wrote this song, you guys. I didn't look into that. It's just a song that I always knew, loved, enjoyed, and didn't really look into it. But I'm wondering if Bryan Adams wrote this song or whatever, because it's sort of like I refer to storytelling in some of the older songs, and this I think is kind of with that, kind of up there with that, the storytelling aspect, because it's so romantic. And the way he sings it, his voice and everything, I mean, this is perfection. This is a perfect love song, I think, right? So, anyway, I'm going to drag it back a couple seconds and we're going to pick it right back up.
when you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven.
I like his hair too, eh?
I've been waiting for so long for something to arrive, for love to come along. Now our dreams are coming true, through the good times and the bad. Yeah, I'll be standing there by you. And baby, you're all that I want.
We have the flute.
When you're lying here in my
That
arms,
was a flute.
I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Heaven, whoa.
So beautiful.
You're all that I want.
There's the flute.
You're all that I need. We're in heaven. We're in heaven.
guys, the flute, of all things, I would have never thought the flute in this song, but wow, did it ever add to it? It's so beautiful. It was perfect. It was beautiful. And this song is perfect and beautiful, anyways. But yeah, the flute, that was awesome. Who would have thought to do that? And the song, you guys, like, I mean, I've heard the song so many times. I know the song really well. So, yeah, I'm not going to get emotional over it, but I can see how if you don't know this song that you probably get quite emotional hearing it the first time, right? And but anyway, it's one of those songs that I think, even if you did hear it a million and one times, which I'm just guessing, but that's probably the amount of times that I've heard it, a million and one or two, I lost track. But, anyways, but if you're not going through something, then it's a song that you can just sit and listen to and enjoy and appreciate because it's Bryan Adams. And I mean, there's so much to sit and enjoy and appreciate. But it's also one of those songs that you could hear it a million and one or two times. And if you're going through it, and if you can relate to the lyrics at that time, on that day, in that moment, this song would definitely make you cry, even if you knew it off by heart, right? So it's just one of those songs. It's so romantic and it's so feeling, and the way he sings it and the way he brings it. So, anyways, it was beautiful. Loved it. So, thanks for hanging out with me again today, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you can keep on coming back and hanging out with me. Any other suggestions for Bryan Adams, anything Canadian, anything, doesn't matter. Drop it in the comments, and whether I've seen it, if I haven't seen it, I would love to react to it. And if I have, and I feel like there's a different version I haven't seen, such as this, then we can react to that too. So, anywho, pop anything you want me to know in the comment section. Thanks for hanging out with me again today, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.